What's up, men, women, trannies? Koth J. Did you sleep with McCuck's wife? No, but I want to. Sign the contract and smash the midget. I'm glad you brought up the contract because McCuck has leaked some videos of him training, and for one thing, they're absolutely hysterical because he's got his fat little legs and leggings. But the other thing is he's practicing kickboxing. Now, I have never challenged McCuck to kickboxing. So why is McCuck practicing kickboxing? Someone needs to read McCuck's contract. I'm sure it's out there. Did he mention kicking in his bullshit contract? Because I never agreed to kickboxing. I agreed to tough man rules. I guess they call it something else now. What do they call it? Rough and ready rules. But if McCuck wants to fucking use his feet, I say we go full MMA so that we don't have to wear those big cushiony gloves and I can take him to the fucking ground with my wrestling skills. Hold on. Rookie_DIY. McCuck wants a kickboxing fight. You guys, you can't kick with your legs. I agree with you. Kickbox, I never mentioned kickboxing in my life. See, that's why I'm not signing McCuck's bullshit contract. We need to agree on rules. One guy just doesn't run to his fucking computer and draw up a fucking contract that's completely in his favor. If McCuck wants to use his fucking feminine, gay little feet, then I should be able to use wrestling. Make it a UFC fight. Where can I see McCuck train? I think Chef Crackhead posted it on his story. Why don't you make your own contract then? Because that would be just as unfair as what McCuck did. You need a third party, and both sides can have some requests, some demands, whatever. And then you enter the negotiation process, and the person in the middle tries to negotiate. Like, hey, he wants this, but you want that. But if we give in on that, he'll give in on that. It's called negotiating. It's called bargaining. See, what McCuck did is he ran out. I don't mean he ran out. He ran to his computer, drew up that little contract, and then posted it so that he could get all you trolls to troll me and try and get me to sign it. What he did was brilliant. I admit that. He got all you trolls on his side, but that's because you guys just want to see a fucking fight. So I mean, obviously, reasoning with trolls is out of the question because half you guys are retarded. But no, I'm not just going to blindly sign a McCuck made-up contract. Is there anything in this contract about the weight of the gloves? Do we have to wear headgear? Do we have to wear kidney belts? Do we have to wear shoes? You know, newsflash. Jay isn't ever going to fight anybody ever. Dude, I want to box the guy with fucking rough and ready rules. He's the one who fucking went out and I never agreed to gamble anything. Okay? Can't just make a wager for someone else. We are bare knuckle. You ever seen those MMA gloves? There's nothing to them. Oh. Brad wants to fight you. Maybe Brad says that, but he probably really does. Brad's not stupid. He has to put money up against your Instagram account. Why? I don't want money, and I don't want to lose my Instagram either. But that's part of negotiating. I've negotiated with the Spanish. Lenny wants to do a video with you. Well, that's good. Jay, talk about something else. We all know both of you are scared to fight. Dude, I'm not scared of McCuck. Trust me. You got to see the video he sent Crackhead. Oh, it's absolutely. He said on his YouTube last night, Who's YouTube? I don't think Brad has a YouTube. Oh, God. You sound scared, Jay. Dude, come on. McCuck. I would... Going MMA style is more to my advantage than the original agreement on boxing. So this is how negotiations work. I originally wanted a boxing match with tough man rules. 3 1-minute rounds. Big, soft, amateur gloves that aren't really going to hurt anybody. And, McCuck is trying to change it into a fucking kickboxing match. And he's using you clowns to accuse me of backing out, but you can't back out of something you never agreed to. Would you guys get that through your fucking thick skulls? But if McCuck is willing to negotiate with a third party, someone like Joe Piataro, who owes me an apology from Muscle Sport Mag, maybe we can negotiate something. McCuck wants to be able to kick. Well, I want to be able to grapple. Maybe we can work something out. Both people get what they want. We would go to a mixed martial arts. Just pull up to his house and drag him into the street. No, that's not going to work with a guy like McCuck. McCuck knows how to use the system and file police reports and all that nonsense. Oh. See, being a stay-at-home mom, McCuck has too much time on his hands. He's probably got a folder of all sorts of video evidence that he would take to the police if I ever assaulted him. McCuck's a pussy like that. Most men are working and providing for their family, whereas in McCuck's household, he's on disability and his wife is the breadwinner. If you could grapple, you would maul him like a bear. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to stand there and let McCuck fucking kick me. I'm going to fucking grab him and take him to the ground and whoop his fucking ass. You want to fight like a girl and kick? Well, I'm going to take over. Yeah, Michigan did get stomped. Um, I think Harbaugh really made a huge coaching mistake on who was going to be his quarterback this year. We got the starter's been that kid named Joe Milton, and he wasn't my favorite going into the season. I actually wanted a kid named Dylan McCaffrey. And those of you guys who know sports probably have heard of his older brother, Christian McCaffrey. And those of you guys that are real, sports history buffs, you might know about his father, Ed McCaffrey. Well, anyway, Michigan's had this Christian McCaffrey on their squad. This is his third year, and he hasn't seen much playing time, just like mop up duty, clean up duty, like Nate. Anyway, this summer, Harbaugh fucking announced that Joe Milton was going to be the starter, and it's just not a good fit. I mean, Michigan went out and got Alabama's offensive coordinator. He runs an RPO, which is run pass option. So we're basically running Alabama's offense from 2 years ago. And Joe Milton is a true pro-style drop-back passer. That's what the kid's talent set is. Whereas Dylan McCaffrey, Christian's little brother, he's dangerous with his fucking legs. He's got wheels, just like his older brother Christian. And in a run-pass option, I just think Christian McCaffrey would have been a better fit. So anyway, this summer, Harbaugh decides on Joe Milton. So Christian McCaffrey says, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to opt out of the season due to COVID-19 so I don't lose a year of eligibility, and I'm going to transfer. So Dylan McCaffrey isn't even on the squad right now, but he's still enrolled in the school. He opted out of the season due to COVID-19, and he's due to transfer in January. So Harbaugh is completely to blame with what's going on with this team. And I'm sick of sticking up for Harbaugh. I've been a Harbaugh guy since the beginning. But when you've been looking forward to a young man to take over quarterback for your team, and Harbaugh pretty much runs him out of town to go with a PM, that's like a crime against humanity. And yeah, I said it, a PM. It'd be one thing if the kid was winning. Once you start losing, you're just another PM. That's one thing about PM quarterbacks. You better fucking win. You better fucking win. Because we've all heard it before. When the PM quarterback is supposed to be the next coming of fucking Cam Newton, and they wind up they wind up fucking suck. Harbaugh has a gay son. No, son. Planet Swole, that's Hamburg has a gay son, not Harbaugh. It's Hamburg has a gay son. All right. Stronger than Gadriel. I hate PMs. Okay. I don't like them. I like them if they can win. Planet Swole. They both do. You can look it up. That's funny. Harbaugh has a wife. I mean, a child from a previous relationship. I think his name is Jay Harbaugh. And he was I think, the tight end coach for Michigan. I don't think he's a flamer. And Harbaugh's Harbaugh's kids with his current wife, Anne, they're too young to be gay. Back to Africa. Well, Jay, would you date a PM? Um, Maybe. I mean, they would have to be extraordinary. They would have to be pretty much like a female, like Mike Tyson's first wife, Robin Givens. If she looked like that, hell yeah. But I mean, those light skinned Africans, that have been bred with slave owners, so they got the real light skin. It, it, they're barely African anymore. I mean, Robin Givens doesn't even look like Michelle Obama if you put their pictures side by side. So yes, I would date a PM, but I wouldn't date one that looks like Michelle Obama. And she'd obviously have to be educated, civilized, clean, not smell, speak proper English, basically be white. But no, I'm not so racist that I would never date a PM. A lot of them are beautiful, dude. Get straight hair. That's funny. That's funny because yeah, I know what you're saying. Like the lesbian dyke looking PMs that have those short little afros. I do not like that. No. Yeah, straight hair for sure. And shaved pussies. I don't like those little coilies that the PMs have. Can't see any comments. Hookers and cocaine. Jay, ever do melanotan 2? I don't even know what I've never no, I've never even done melanotan 1. Do you ever bleed when injecting? Um, you really shouldn't bleed too much if you do a decent shot. If you're bleeding after doing an injection, you nicked a fucking artery, which isn't good. um, that's why guys have problems injecting their quads. Is there's a lot of arteries in your quads that you can nick. I don't use real long needles, and I do 5/8 is enough. You don't even need a 1 inch. I think I use 5/8. I don't know. Maybe I use 1 inch. Those inch and a half fucking needles are fucking scary. Would you ever go into space? No. I wouldn't even go in a fucking submarine. Why would Lenny infiltrate a gay club only with Andrew Kalura? I have no idea. Andrew Kalura could probably kick my ass. He's a fuck of a lot younger than I am and in a lot better shape. I think if a gorilla like Kalura was after me, I would just put a bullet in him. Yeah, I'm drinking Hurricanes. quite possibly the best tasting 8.0% alcohol beer there is. JJ, I don't know what this means. 250 milligrams of E5D of Enan. What do you think? Dude, you're speaking Greek to me. What is that? E5D. Jay, you need to get a dog for your truck. No, I wouldn't get any. I don't even want a woman in my truck, dude. Yeah, dude, I see fucking couples that are truckers, and that's got to be rough because you're in each other's face, fucking 24/7, 365. Man, if a married couple can get along as truckers, doing team driving, or you drive 10 hours, she drives 10 hours. God bless you. You're good people. I think the only way that would work is if they were very Christian people. Yeah, I would never get put in an animal in my truck. I see truckers with cats. That's really disgusting. You make 500 a day as an owner operator with a dump truck? Now, are you telling me you gross 500 a day or you net 500 a day? Because I mean, I could be an owner operator with my own semi and I could make 5 grand a week. That's $250,000 a year. I could go get my own rig and make 250 grand a fucking year. But half that, if not more, is going to get sucked up with bills. I think truckers usually spend half their gross on truck payment, insurance, and fuel. So if you can make 5 grand a week, you might profit 2,500 that week, which is damn good money. That's 100 grand a year. But that's assuming you make fucking 5 grand every week. And when the market slows down, it can be impossible to make 5 grand. If your bills are 2,500 a week and the market slows down, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. That's why if you can survive on 70, let's say you get a real good truck driving job, driving someone else's truck, and I'm saying a real good one, and you're making like 70K a year, okay? Driving someone else's truck, you don't have a worry in the world. It takes a shit ton of risk and extra work to make another 30,000. Like if you were living the life driving someone else's truck making 70K, and you said, fuck this, the owner's making all the money, I'm only making 70K. You could go out and get your own truck, hire a broker and, or whatever, do the load boards yourself, find all your own loads, start paying for your own fuel, paying for your own insurance. You're going to work your motherfucking dick into the ground to make 100K. That jump from being a company driver making 70 to being an owner operator, profiting at 100 at the end of the year, that extra 30,000 is probably some of the toughest money you can earn, because it's a lot of extra work. I mean, a lot of extra work and a ton of risk, and you're risking everything. So for a lot of guys, hey, it's easier to fucking make 70 grand a year than go out on my own to make another fucking 30 and fucking be losing sleep over stress and fucking worried about the bank coming to get your truck and not having money in your account to get fuel. I mean, you got to talk to people before you make any kind of decision like that. Really, I've talked to quite a few people, and really the way to go is to not go out and buy a truck and be independent and being an owner operator. Really, to me, what seems like a good gig is to go to one of the bigger companies, like your Swift or your Schneider or your Mercer or your Werner or your Old Dominion, or one of those top 10 mega carriers. And most of them have leasing programs where they will help you lease your own truck, and then and you pay for your own fuel, but you get to run under their motor carrier number and their DOT number, which really helps out, because then you're on the insurance plan with everybody else, as opposed to a guy who's out on his own. So they call that being a lease operator. There's company drivers and there's owner operators. That's real simple to understand. But there's something in the middle called a lease operator, where you go to one of the mega carriers and they have a leasing program where you lease a truck through them, and then you run under their numbers, which helps out a ton with bills and bureaucracy and paperwork and all that. And then, see, one of the cool things about being a lease operator is, you get on your laptop and you go to their load board and you pick all your own loads. Like right now, I work for a real small company, and we have a dispatcher. He pretty much decides where I'm going. Whereas if I was to go to a big company, a mega carrier, and lease my own truck and be a lease operator, I would go buy a brand new laptop, and so that I would do something about Wi-Fi in the truck. I don't know what you can do, but there's got to be something you can do to have Wi-Fi in a semi. And then I would be on the load boards picking my own loads. Like, let's say you knew you met a whore in Lincoln, Nebraska on Facebook. Oh, let's see what there is. I want to spend the weekend in Lincoln, Nebraska. This whore wants to swallow my load. Like, oh, there's one. Ooh, it's paying $2.10 a mile. Delivers on Monday morning. I could probably be there Saturday morning. That would give me 2 nights in the hotel to really fuck the shit out of this girl. And then you'd be like, oh shit, I can go to the Lincoln Barbell Club while I'm there. Yeah, get in some good workouts, some good pussy. Whereas, I'm basically going where my dispatcher says I'm going. So I really can't plan anything. I really have no idea where I'm going to be for the weekend until like Friday, which sucks. Daddy says, I like the way you think, Jay. I love Jesus. Do you like ecstasy? I've never done ecstasy. Little Nino Gamer says Landstar. Absolutely, bro. Landstar is an incredible company. Uh, Incredible. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Landstar that actually works for them. But all the big mega carriers have leasing programs. See, like a huge company like Swift or Schneider or Mercer or Warner, where being a company driver for them sucks. It's just a great way for a guy straight out of truck driving school to get 6 months to a year of experience, so that you can go get a better job. That's basically what those huge companies are for. But the huge companies also have leasing programs for experienced drivers. And one of the huge advantages over doing a leasing program through one of the big mega carriers, as opposed to being an owner operator out on your own, is accounts receivable. I go into truck stops and I see these owner operators on their laptops using free Wi-Fi, just stressed out, man, like making phone calls, like, how come you haven't paid me yet? And basically being an owner operator is nearly impossible unless you got a trucker wife at home that's going to do your accounts receivable and your accounts payable. I mean, I just couldn't imagine being one man all by yourself, being an owner operator, because brokers are basically scumbags. They're going to use any excuse to not pay you. Oh, that paperwork you sent me we can't read it. We can't see it. Can you send us a better copy? And you just want to kill the guy. Give me my motherfucking money. So when you go through a leasing program with one of the big mega carriers, you're pulling loads off their load board. So basically, they've already brokered the load because it's on their board. It's not on some broker's load board. So basically, you grab that load, you do the load, whatever. The carrier that you're leasing from is going to pay you. They basically take care of your accounts receivable. And I've heard that they even have like coaches, like they don't want you to fail. These experienced drivers that do leasing programs, they basically assign you a business partner, and he's there to help you, and they're not going to let you fail. Like if you're not making your truck payment on time and your insurance, you're having a hard time with your insurance, they've got a business planner, a business partner that you can call, and he's going to help you, because they don't want that truck back. They want you to succeed because they make money when you succeed. Whereas owner operators, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're an island. You're on an island all by yourself. All right, is that about trucking? But that was some good information right there. Talk about the lot lizards. I've said this many times. The lot lizards have basically gone high tech. They're basically going to be on dating sites like Skip the Games. I don't know if you guys have been on Skip the Games yet, but let's just say hypothetically, purely hypothetically, you were a truck driver and you're a little bit overweight and you do a little bit of powerlifting and you're a Michigan fan, hypothetically. And you know you're going to be in XYZ city and you know you're getting a motel room. You go on Skip the Games and it asks you, you click man, and then looking for female escort, and then you type in the city, and it gives you all these independent escorts. That's the way to go, dude. Lot lizards are usually nothing but chicken heads. You don't want to deal with fucking lot lizards. And most of the lot lizards have been run off by the local sheriff because any good professional has gone high tech. They're even prostitutes have smartphones, bro. So the old days of walking the lot and girls knocking on your door saying, "Hey, baby, you looking for a date?" Those days are long gone. I know you guys love to say the word lot lizard, but it's basically an archaic term. They just don't exist anymore. I mean, have I seen an occasional fucking chicken head who's a door knocker? Yes, I have. And trust me, door knockers these days are not like door knockers that you've seen in movies from the 1970s and 1980s. You might have seen some good looking women as door knockers in the 1970s and 80s. Trust me, nowadays they're all chicken heads. Brad's calling. Brad wouldn't call me. You guys stop with this Brad bullshit. What I want to tell you guys is the Misfits, as you guys know it, have been dead for a long time. And we tried. And some people have to say, I would have to say Brad fucking tried the hardest of just about everybody to keep the Misfits alive after the Old World Gym closed. I mean, and Lenny, you can agree, hey, let's all meet at the gym. Lenny will sleep right through it. Brad has been, and me, I'm on the road. I really can't do much. Brad has been the I don't know what's a good analogy here. Brad's been the peanut butter and jelly to keep the two pieces of bread stuck together. How about that? And because Andrew don't give two fucks, and Lenny gives two fucks, but Lenny would rather sleep than wake up to provide mints. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's always going to be. The old days, Lenny would set his alarm clock. The old World Gym days, Lenny would get out of bed to go film Monday mornings with Andrew Fiedelman. Yeah, he would. But those days are over. And Brad did a great job of trying to keep the Misfits together. I would say Brad did the best job of anybody besides McCuck, obviously. I mean, the Misfits would have died years ago without McCuck. And his one thing you guys don't know about McCuck is he has been an intellectual advisor to the Misfits for years now, and been a key factor behind the scenes in pretty much everything. But no, all joking aside, Brad's been the one to try and keep the Misfits together. And, you know, I, Brad's still gonna, maybe doing a little bit of occasional filming with Lenny, but Brad is pulling back a little bit. Brad wants to have his own fucking life. Brad doesn't have, I don't even know how many hours a week it would take to keep the Misfits alive, but dude, Brad works a hard fucking job. The guy usually works about fucking 6 days a week, and it's not like he's a fucking big fat slob riding around in the air conditioning like myself. Brad's in a non-air conditioned truck, and it's not always just pulling up to a mailbox and cramming their mail in a fucking hole. Every once in a while, if Brad gets a route where he's got an apartment complex or a certain neighborhood where the boxes are up by the door, I don't think it's very often, but I think every once in a while the mail prick has to hop out with his little mail pouch and use his feet. That's tough fucking work. And he's got bills, and he's trying to start a new family, and his significant other likes to party, so he might have some cocktails and show up to work a little hungover, and he just doesn't have time to be the big toe of the Misfits foot. Brad became the big toe. The one who kept the whole foot. After World Gym closed, the Misfits basically became a foot, and Brad had to be the big toe. Brad would meet with Jason, do live streams doing cardio. Brad would meet with Lenny. Brad would have me out to his new ranch in Paradise, and we would ride unicorns, and there were, magic pandas that would fart fairy dust. But those days are over, man. Pretty much what you're going to see out of Brad is maybe an occasional video with Lenny. And what you're going to see out of Lenny is whatever someone else will do for Lenny. What you're going to see out of Andrew is, I don't expect much. I mean, I talked to Andrew quite a bit, and I didn't even get to see Andrew on my last trip because I didn't have a rental car, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So, so now to do a Misfits video, I got to rent a car, so that on Monday when Andrew's got a day off, I can have a rental car to drive to Del Rey. And then is Lenny going to show up, or is Lenny going to be sleeping? I mean, if Lenny doesn't show up, that's not a Misfits video. I might as well have fucking Andrew film me from my YouTube channel. And Andrew will do that. Andrew's a great guy. And I actually, last time I was home to vote, Monday, November 2nd, I think Andrew had to work. But I still probably was going to meet up with him because I didn't have wheels. When you drive an 18-wheeler, it's just complicated, man. And so, yeah, if I meet up with Andrew over the Christmas holiday and it's just me and him, Andrew's not even going to waste his time filming it for the Misfits channel. He's going to film it on my channel. So that's not a Misfits video. And, and if we get together, do you think we can get Lenny out of bed? No, you can't. And Brad wants to, puff out his chest and play tough guy. Oh, you insulted my woman. Urgh, urgh. Well, God bless you, Brad. Have a nice life. But Brad's not going to show up either. So it's not a Misfits video. And I really don't even want to be around Jason, to be honest with you. So, Andrew and I were talking about it. Like, even if we make big plans to get together, Lenny might not show. So, yeah, Misfits are dead, bro. And to blame anybody is wrong. You guys are saying, "Oh, Big J killed the Misfits with the because of Brad," and it wasn't working out before that. And blaming Brad's new relationship, like, "Oh, she's the Yoko Ono of the Misfits." That's not true either. It wasn't working out before that. Or you want to blame fucking Aladdin. Oh, he took Lenny out to Colorado to do the ibogaine. Now Lenny's not the same, and Lenny's not going to do any Misfit videos. It wasn't working out before that. So it's been on life support for not months but years now, and to try and say what was the straw that broke the camel's back, I don't know if that's fair to anybody. They're like, I'm sure a lot of you trolls, it's you, Jay. Brad's a great guy, and you really turned on Brad. Look, Brad is a great guy, but come on, man. Brad could easily say, bygones are bygones. Jay was just fucking around when he said Taco Queen was pulling off food stamp fucking fraud. That's just Jay. But Brad has decided to draw a line in the sand because that's what keeps his home life happy. Remember? Happy wife, happy life. It's not that complicated, guys. None of it makes sense. None of it. None of it is just absolutely none of it makes sense. Because when you're in your 20s, you basically have the brain of like a 1.5-year-old male dog. Just that's probably the best analogy I've ever thought of. Guys in their 20s are like male dogs that are like 1.5 years old. Just, they got a full grown body, but their head is going 1 million miles an hour. And all they think about is stupid shit, pleasure, and what's funny. And the real world's not like that. See, Brad's getting a little older. What's Brad, 40? Or 41? A lot of this nonsense isn't funny to Brad anymore. So it is what it is. So you're basically The Misfits are dead. You know, Brad pretty much refuses to even talk about any kind of future of maybe uh, meeting up with me and doing a gym video. So you you there is a zero chance of Brad and Big J ever meeting up in the gym again. Okay. So what do you guys consider a Misfits video? Like, because a real Misfits video, honestly, I think would have to have me and Brad at the gym together. Could if, if it's just let's just say me and Andrew could get Lenny to meet us at the gym. It was me, Brad, and Andrew, the three of us. Is that a Misfits video? Or what if Lenny, or you know, until about episode what? When did the Motor City Madman enter the scene? I mean, up until then, there was no Motor City Madman. So if you guys, if you know, but if Andrew met up with Brad and Lenny at the gym and did a Misfits video, even you clowns that fucking talk shit about me would be like, oh, this would be funnier if Jay was there. You know, oh, what if fat fucking the Blueberry was there, needing a cooling station. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I don't know what the future is. I'll tell you what. Fucking a video from Bradford Manor with Nate and McCuck is not a Misfits video. Nate, McCuck, and Brad and the Taco Queen is not a Misfits video. And even if they had Lenny out there, they had Lenny, you know. So really, what was the last real Misfits video? I would say maybe when we had Big Swole out to Bradford Manor, because I don't think he wasn't. I don't think Andrew was there, but it was me, Brad, Lenny, Big Swole, and I think Aladdin was there. So you had enough people that even though Andrew wasn't there, I would still consider that a Misfits. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. What do you guys want to watch? You know, you guys come on my channel and you criticize me. Fuck. I don't need that. Go to Brad's channel. Go to Nate's channel. If you don't like my channel, find a channel you like and make yourself happy. Like Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty says, happy, happy, happy. If you hate the bedroom bully that much, and you're a male prick fanboy, then go hang out on Brad's page and hate on the bedroom bully over there. Be like, oh, Jay sucks. He's a blueberry. If he gets any fatter, he's gonna pop. You know, I'd say go hang out with McCuck, but he's got a private page. I don't know what you guys want. You know, I've been, I've really been wanting to do some gym videos, but fuck, I don't. Well, I was just about to say I don't know what the problem is, but I do know what the problem is: beer and cigarettes. But also, I don't know if you guys saw my post from earlier today. Look at that fucking arm. Look at look how when I flex my bicep, you can see the tricep behind it just bulging. I don't know if McCuck wants that punching him. But anyway, I went to the blood center today. Actually, I did the blood mobile, and I did a double red cell donation. And for those of you guys that don't know what that is, I did not donate whole blood. What they do, if you do a double red cell donation, they actually take twice as many red blood cells as they do when you donate whole blood. But they return your shit. I'm getting buzzed because I can't remember the right word. Your what's that white shit and the clear shit? They put saline solution in your plasma. They take the whole blood out of you. They spin the red out of the blood, out of the whole blood, and then they're left with your plasma, which they mix with saline solution, and they put a mixture of plasma and saline back into your arm so that you walk out of there with the exact same blood volume. Okay? But your blood has been thinned. Like when they tested me before I did my donation, my iron, I think was 15. I'd have to look to make sure, but my iron was 15, which is high for a man. So that's why I do the double red donation, because I got way too many red blood cells, and everybody knows why. Testosterone and other things. Let's just leave it at that. So so I walked out of there because they put the plasma and the I'm starting to plasma and saline. They put the plasma mixed with saline back in you so that you walk out of there with the same blood volume you walked in with. So basically what I did was a blood thinning, and they got to keep the red blood cells. And those red blood cells generally go to cancer patients who are undergoing treatment. I don't know if it's radiation or chemo or both or whatever, but I've heard that cancer treatment kills red blood cells. I'm sure chemo and radiation kills red blood cells. So anyway, when you do a double red cell donation, it's not like your blood is going to an emergency room and you're helping out people that were in a car accident. Generally, it's cancer patients or maybe even HIV patients you're helping. I mean, I'm sure before Freddie Mercury got on stage for Live Aid, he got a red blood cell boost. I personally think, and I'm basing this on nothing but pure speculation, that before Live Aid, before Freddie Mercury did that last show, he was so sick before that. And Freddie was so good on stage at Live Aid. I'm pretty much convinced Freddie Mercury did Anadrol because when you're dying of AIDS, I've heard they've given AIDS patients 200 milligrams of fucking Anadrol a day, dude. I don't know how many of you guys have done draw, but 200 milligrams of Anadrol is crazy. And like, I think that for that bench meet, when I did 500, I was doing 150 and I felt sick as fuck. But for an AIDS patient who's basically on a death sentence anyway, 200 milligrams of draw, they're going to feel good. They're not going to feel like I felt. They're going to feel healthy because draw is a huge red blood cell builder. Like equipoise. I think equipoise and Anadrol are the two best. If I'm not, I think there's one more. I'm missing one. But yeah, I'm convinced Freddie Mercury was on Anadrol for that Live Aid show. He was just too badass. I I've gone on the record many times that Freddie Mercury is my favorite homosexual of all time. And if you can come up with a better homosexual than Freddie Mercury, I'd like to hear about it. I got scammed out of 2,500. I don't know what that means. Leo longevity. Hold on. Here's White Shadow. Freddie Mercury had live AIDS before he got on the stage for Live Aid. That's stupid. Killdozer says, I'm too antisocial to help strangers with my blood. Well, listen, Killdozer, if you like to do drugs, which I do, the alternative to not giving a red blood cell donation is getting a prescription from your doctor and taking a pill that will basically kill off red blood cells. And my doctor told me, he says, why don't you need to just go give blood because you don't want to be on this prescription. Why would you take a pill to kill red blood cells? That doesn't sound good. I'd rather just go donate. Now, it's funny you guys bring up Leo longevity. Leo longevity wanted to interview me a long time ago. And our schedules just never worked out. And once I saw him interview Andrew, and I think he interviewed Lenny and Brad. And I saw the fallout from those fucking interviews he did. I decided that I was going to put the kibosh on it. And I was not going to interview with that guy. So you guys think I'm stupid? I know a lot of you guys think I'm stupid. Between Brad, Andrew, Lenny, and myself, I'm the only one who never interviewed with fucking Leo longevity. Now, who's the stupid one? I wind up looking like a fucking genius for not. See, listen to these people saying, Jay, accept the contract. Dude, I don't think Adam has no kicking in the contract. I don't know. Why don't you guys ask Adam about his kicking? Why he fights like a girl? I'm not doing kickboxing. I think MMA is much more manly than kickboxing. Kickboxing is like a high school girl fight. I'd rather do MMA where if a guy wants to kick at you, you charge him, you take him to the fucking ground, and you ground and pound. That's how you handle a kicker, is ground and pound. Adam can't kick anyway, just choke him out. Oh. See, you guys are accusing me of backing out. You think McLeod is going to fucking agree to MMA terms with Jay Masters? Put some pressure on him. Tell him he's a pussy for backing out. COVID-19 says, what if your mom started dating a PM? That would be a problem. Now, unless the guy was seriously filthy rich, and he came to me one day and he said, Jay, I know you got a problem with me dating your mom, but I love her, and you know I got money, and I want you to be a part of our new family. I don't want you to have the stress of truck driving no more. So I've had my attorneys draw up a contract, and we're gonna put $2 million in an account, an investment account, and you don't have to. You can just live off the interest. And your mom's going to buy you a condo in Delray. And we're just going to be a family. I think I would fall for that. Money cures everything. Leo gives me weird Neo vibes. What about that 454 Corvette that Aladdin drives? Jesus Christ. You know, anybody who doesn't like Aladdin, that video of that 454 Corvette of his, that should change your opinion. I think Aladdin is a good guy. I don't like everything he does, and I'm not even going to pretend I do. But the fact that Aladdin owns what year is that thing? Like a 72, 70, 73? I think it's red. I mean, if Aladdin has, remember when everyone was calling him Marvin? That didn't make sense. I kind of forget what his real name is. I should know his real name because I met him out at Bradford Manor. He's actually a nice kid, nice man. The fact that I don't know what's degrading to call him Marvin or to call him Aladdin because I don't know his name. Aladdin is an Arab genie. So I'm not trying to disrespect the guy. I just don't remember his name. But the fact that he has a 454 big block Corvette from the early 70s, he can't be a bad guy because bad people don't like big block Corvettes. Oh. Woo! Yeah, yeah. I feel like I won the whole thing with Leo longevity. Like if that guy's really some kind of fucking rich fucking oil sheik, I'm like the missing piece on his trophy mantle. Like he interviewed all the misfits except Jay Masters. Like Brad, I didn't even watch the Brad interview. All I saw was the thumbnail, and the first thought out of my mind was Brad looks like a tool. And I watched the Andrew interview as much of it as I could, and I I I, I think it was a bad play. And I quite honestly, I've never seen any of the Lenny interview. Jay playing hard to little get with Leo. No. I mean, let's just say if he offered me 10 grand to complete his trophy set, like he interviewed all the primary misfits, I would probably take it. I would sell myself out for 10 grand. But dude, there's no fucking reason I need to interview with Leo Longevity for free. I mean, give me a fucking break. What, can you fart and burp at the same time? Yes, but I usually shit my pants when I do. How much GoFundMe would it take to fight McCuck? Hamburg is here. Hamburg is trolling on fake accounts. What a coward. Do you take fiber supplements? I love taking huge Metamucil shits. Oh, improves your health. I actually prefer natural fiber. Um, one of my tricks is lentil soup, which is basically just bean soup, and Progresso makes a pretty good one. I think I think they call it lentil with roasted vegetables, and it has a pop top, so you don't need a can opener, and it's really pretty good. Progresso lentil with roasted vegetables, and you eat a can of that, you're getting some fiber. What do you do for hemorrhoids? Well, the best thing for hemorrhoids is fiber. Can you get strong eating a low carb? I can't. Yeah, low carb, you're never going to reach your maximum. So you got to figure out what your performance goals are. I mean, are you powerlifting? Are you bodybuilding? Are you a wrestler? Are you a boxer? I mean, I need more information. I mean, if I was a powerlifter and I was cutting to make a class, let's just say my 325-pound ass went keto to make 308 pounds. I would go on a keto diet, and I would make weight at 308 for my powerlifting contest. But the second I fucking hopped off the scale, I would slam a sugary fucking Pedialyte, and then I would proceed to the closest Italian restaurant and get a fucking big plate of fucking angel hair with marinara sauce. Not, nothing, nothing in this fucking world will make you stronger the next day than a big plate of fucking angel hair marinara. That is my go-to meal for the next day. Angel hair marinara. You don't even need. You're just trying to pack on weight. You don't need meat. You want carbs, and you want good carbs, and you want easily digested carbs. Angel hair marinara on a Friday night will make you a monster on fucking Saturday morning. See, everyone's so concerned about protein. Like, oh, I gotta get my protein. Yeah, I mean, protein, yeah, but not before a big game or a big contest. Or you want carbs, brother. You know, like bodybuilders will tell you, oh yeah, you want oatmeal and brown rice. I have never in my life felt better on a Saturday morning than when I stayed home on a Friday night and ate a box of fucking angel hair with marinara. Just eat a whole box of pasta on a Friday night, and you don't need meat. If you eat a whole box of pasta with a nice, delicious marinara sauce, stop thinking you need meat, because it's not about building on a Friday night. You've got to run with what you brung. That's a drag racing term. Run what you brung. You got to fight with the army you have, not the one you want. So eating protein on a Friday night is stupid. I'm not suggesting a vegan diet. I'm not that kind of fucking homo. But dude, I'm telling you guys, for peak performance on a Saturday, you want fucking angel hair and marinara. You want easily digested carbs and shit tons of them. You want the night before you want peak performance, you don't need to eat a half a chicken. That's the way Lenny thinks. Okay, Lenny's gonna eat a fucking pound of flank steak Saturday morning, whereas you're gonna eat a box of fucking pasta and a jar of sauce Friday night and show up fucking Saturday morning and beat the fuck out of him. Obviously, protein is essential. I'm not anti-protein, but we're talking about performance. And if you've got anything to do on a Saturday where you want to be a badass motherfucker, I wouldn't worry about your protein on Friday night, because if you're carbing up, you're gonna get enough amino acids through those carbs. That's why I think the why I feel so good on an angel hair and marinara diet on Friday night. Why I feel so good on Saturday mornings because you're not taking in the meat. And whoever made that comment, we're not talking about fat loss. Let's just say you've already made weight. I don't care if you're doing wrestling, boxing, powerlifting, you've already made weight. At this point, protein is not going to help you. You hop off that scale and you want to get on the carbohydrates and you want to start simple and take it from there. I'm not saying eat junk, but I mean, if you make weight for a boxing, wrestling, or powerlifting match, eating a bunch of chicken is not going to help you perform the next day. You already made weight. And if you don't think pasta is a good, I'm just telling you, pasta and marinara, that's how my body feels good. Everybody's different. Like, some of you guys that are more delicate, might prefer fucking rice. I'm not criticizing you, but maybe you're more delicate. I can handle, angel hair and marinara after I make weight and be a badass the next day. Protein's not going to help you the night before. It's really not. You've already got there. Once you make weight, like sweet potatoes is probably the one thing I can agree with the homos. Dude, eat sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes, and I like brown rice too. And trust me, I like oatmeal. I'm just telling you personally, and maybe some of you guys can, try it and come back and give me some feedback. I've had some of my best workouts ever on Saturday morning when Friday night I ate a whole box of pasta with nothing but fucking red sauce. No meat, just pasta and red sauce. All night Friday night. Like eat a bowl of pasta with red sauce, watch TV, commercial, go get another bowl of pasta, red sauce. Dude, when you're carbing up like that, you don't need meat because your belly is so fucking full. Meat is only going to slow down the absorption. You had your time to eat meat, the weeks and months coming up to that contest or that fight or that match, whatever you're training for. You had your time. Meat on Friday night is not going to make you a Saturday morning badass. I Slurricane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Am I too buzzed for you guys? You guys hate me now? I have no friends. Everybody wants McCuck to beat me up. I should start crying right now. McLeod's training diet consists of donut burgers. Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up. That day that we went to fucking that hamburger place in Boca Raton, and Adam McCuck completely embarrassed himself. I don't even know if anybody was filming that day. And this place has got fucking crazy fucking hamburgers. And, you know, every kind of burger you could ever imagine. I think me, Brad, and Hamburg all got the same fucking burger that day. I think we got like bacon, cheese, a fried egg, you know. And Adam McLeod, like, drew this line in the sand where, well, I saw that Olivia got a Krispy Kreme burger where they used two Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun, and I talked to the owner, and he gave me permission to order that burger the next time I came in. And it's like Adam is not even aware of who he really is. It's like he's a praise seeker. Like, all he wants is other people to acknowledge what a great guy he is. When I saw Brad's post, I think it was earlier today, where Livia, Nate's girlfriend, had sent Brad some samples, whatever toxic shit she's selling, and Brad had posted on his story, "Oh, thank you, Livia." Oh, my first thought was, how fucking jealous is McCuck right now that Livia sends Brad samples and not him? I mean, I'm willing to bet something that sent McCuck into a fucking tizzy. And not only did he email fucking Nate, but he emailed Livia, and he's trying to arrange some kind of thing where he can do a review of the samples that she sent Brad. And I know how Brad thinks. And Brad's somewhat of a normal guy. He gets this garbage in the fucking mail from Olivia. He's just being nice. Okay? That's how Brad operates. Brad's just being nice. Whereas McCuck is genuinely hurt that he wasn't part of this. Poor McCuck. I mean, I saw what Livia sent Brad. It looks like garbage. Fuck, I don't want to eat that. But McCuck wants to be part of the establishment. And I guarantee you, McCuck was so jealous of Brad earlier today that McCuck, like, oh, Nate, I didn't know Olivia had these new products out. You should send me a couple. Like, I mean, dude, I could try and help you out. If you guys want me to, maybe I could do a review. What? And Nate's probably like, what? Like, we need you, McCuck. You got 125 followers. Your account's private. You're a complete clown. And that's coming from Nate, you know. I guarantee you that sent McCuck into a tizzy when Brad got those samples from Olivia. Maybe Nate will send you some. Dude, here's the thing about Nate. I touched on it the other night. Nate don't give a fuck. See, I'm actually getting to the point in my life where I don't want to say Nate is cool because Nate's definitely not cool, but Nate is almost cool in the fact that he doesn't give a fuck. Nate will not obsess over what trolls think and create fake accounts and do any of this nonsense that McCuck will do. Nate knows we're just trolls and we're having fun. And it is fun, and it should be fun. Like, and I want to stress that it should be fun. And Nate gets it. Nate is like, oh, those fucking assholes, they're talking about me again. And then he just laughs his way to the fucking bank. Whereas McCuck, he's got to create fake accounts, and he's losing hair, and he's gotta seem important. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I mean, yeah. McCuck should take a lesson from Nate. That Nate doesn't give two fucks about. But McCuck should take a lesson out of Nate's playbook. If McCuck started to behave more like Nate and just not care what the trolls do, I think that would be good for McCuck. Jim Harbaugh is calling. That's funny. I mean, it would be good for you if you listen to your fans. No, I got fans telling me that McCuck is taking kickboxing lessons. That wasn't part of the agreement. Go back to Chef Crackhead's original post about this boxing match. Show me where I agreed to kickboxing. Show me. Real talk. Jay, I'll send you some Tudka if you have an address. I don't know what Tudka is. See, here's the problem. Tough guy Brad won't let me use the Misfits P.O. box anymore. Brad's just a little bit upset that I made your own P.O. box. Hey, Lefty Neuro Productions. I like that comment. Get your own P.O. box. But I got a question for you. Truck drivers aren't allowed to use a P.O. box as their address because after 9/11, the government actually wants to know a physical address where you live. So I'm trying, I'm basically homeless. My mom kicked me out and Linda kicked me out. I'm basically homeless. I'm trying to figure out a way to get a driver's license and I to get a new job. I'm probably going to have to go north of I-4. So I want to get an address up in Daytona area. So if anybody has any ideas where I could get an address in the Daytona area, DM me because my mom kicked me out and Linda won't talk to me and use the address of the nearest cooling station. Rent a room, dummy. I rented a room. You can't get your driver's license to a motel unless I'm stupid. Someone educate me. I'm not. I don't know how to be successful at being homeless. Mail your stuff to Neo Vibe Fitness, Diana. That's a great idea. Dude, thank you for that. Diana Maybrook. Oh, fuck. Did you inherit a bunch of money? No, not a bunch of money, but maybe to some of you guys a lot. When my dad died, my parents were divorced, so I was the sole beneficiary of the insurance contract, and I didn't inherit that till I turned 18. And I bought a brand new Jeep Wrangler, and I basically didn't work for 5 years and used that money to put myself through school and get a bachelor's degree. So. Why are you guys so concerned about me? Dude, McCuck was basically ran over in his own driveway by his neighbor. And I don't think so. McCuck obviously got a huge insurance policy while he was a teenager. And even though his dad may have wanted to, I don't think parents can get at that money. So McCuck probably inherited all that insurance money when he turned 18. And you never hear about McCuck going away to school and having a good time and a nice life. I'm willing to bet my ball sack McCuck inherited a huge chunk of change from that insurance settlement when he turned 18. And he really should have just gone away and gotten himself a 4-year degree, but it's obvious he never did. And that shame on him. Hamburg 75. Your son's a faggot, and I heard he sucked off his friends. Hamburg, you clown. You want to fight MMA rules? Tough guy. I'm glad you showed yourself, Hamburg. Keep talking, Hamburg. Hamburg is such a fucking loser that he's aligned himself with Adam McLeod, Kim Haynes. You can't even put you know the pathetic thing about the Losers Club, which is Hamburg, McLeod, and Kim Haynes, is their unofficial leader is Brad, because obviously Brad's a tough guy and Brad's not going to put up with any of my shit. But none of them know what Brad actually thinks about them. Like, do you think Hamburg actually knows what Brad thinks about Hamburg? Hell no. Do you think McCuck knows what Brad actually thinks of? And Kim Haynes too. Like, I used to love Kim Haynes, and Brad would always say, "Jay, what's wrong with you?" She fucking washed up skank who was never fucking pretty. So you got this wing of the Genovaverse that I call it the losers. It's basically McLeod, Hamburg, and Kim Haynes, and their unofficial fucking leader is Brad, and Brad can stand the three of them. Brad is like a bratty teenager to Father Jay. Timothy Neubauer, Jim Haynes. Yeah. Kim Haynes should have never turned on me. She should have taken her medicine and continued to be a follower. All I said that night was that if you weren't, you wouldn't be goddamn adopting all these grandkids if you would have been a better mother. Because if you would have been a better mother, your goddamn daughter wouldn't need her kids to be adopted. So by bragging to the world that you're such a good person for adopting your grandkids, you're basically telling the whole world you were a shitty fucking mother. And I don't have a problem with saying that. It's truth. But cuckolded people don't want to hear about the truth because the truth usually makes women look bad. And God damn it, you can't do that nowadays. Hamburg is a fucking clown. I used to try and help out Hamburg, and he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen. Oh, Jay, it's not like that here in Sweden. And Hamburg is a chameleon. And a chameleon is a lizard that can change its color to fit in any environment. And Hamburg will change his colors to fit in with anybody he's talking to or anybody he's hanging out with. Oh, yeah, he's a real good guy. Hamburg will say that about anybody, no matter how much of a piece of shit they are, because he has no platform to stand on. He's a gutless, spineless, typical fucking Swede. Oh, he's a real good guy. You can't say that about everybody. I'd like to fuck Hamburg's wife. Honestly. Hamburg's wife is rather cute. I actually like her. When when I went to visit with Hamburg and his wife, when they were at the Hyatt in Del Rey, Hamburg's wife was actually rather sexy. Now, it was rather obvious that she hadn't had a pedicure in a few weeks because her feet were looking a little nasty, but they were still somewhat sexy. Yeah, Hamburg's wife has nice feet. Jay, how many times has Brad tried to have a family? I can't keep count. Um, well, I really can't tell you the truth on that because I don't know everything about Brad. But Brad Brad was married and they had two children. And from what the court documents say, Brad filed for divorce on her. So it looks like Brad was the homewrecker in that situation. And then Brad had a child with his coworker, and he never married her. And then Brad moved on to the Taco Queen. Well, no, I mean there's many more in between, but I'm giving you the cliff notes. So I would pretty much say this is Brad's third try at having a family. I mean, because he's got children with two other women, and right now he's got a woman with a child from a previous relationship, quote unquote, living with him. So I would say this is Brad's third shot at having a family. What, you got a problem with that? What if the third shot is the miracle shot? Oh. You know, the whole time I was talking about that, I was thinking about Hamburg's wife. Sandra. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys something personal, and it's not gonna make much sense. That's why it's personal. I actually, um, I actually find Hamburg's wife, Sandra, um, attractive, and I think Sandra is fucking sexy, and I like. I've never really talked to her. I've only seen her in a bikini, poolside, and she was rocking it. And I mean, Hamburg's got some good pussy. I won't say anything bad about Sandra. The liquor is kicking in, boys. Yeah, I know. It's funny how I'm sexually attracted to Hamburg's wife. Like, like I instinctually want to cuckold him and come inside his wife. Now, if I had my choice, all right, here's a good question. If I had my choice to cuckold any of the people you have beefs with, who would it be? Hamburg for sure. I don't want to fuck Livia. I don't want to fuck the taco queen, but I would fuck Hamburg's babe. And I've never seen Anna McLeod's woman. Who knows what Anna McLeod looks like? Jay versus McCuck versus Hamburg. Dude, I'm a different kind of cat, and I got a different kind of taste. I personally, um, and look, all joking aside, I'm going to say this with a straight face. I honestly, um, of all the, if I could cuckold anybody, I would cuckold Hamburg first because his wife is kind of sexy, and you know, I know a lot of you clowns are going to be like, Jay, you don't want to bang the taco queen. Well, here's my thought on that. I don't want anything that looks like it fell off the back of a motorcycle. Oh, Sandra. Yeah, Livia's a piece of garbage. Absolutely. If I could cuckold one of my rivals, it would be Hamburg because I think I honestly think Sandra is sexy, and I would actually enjoy sex with her. And I'm not bullshitting. I mean, I don't think Livia could keep me hard. She is a garbage human being. I'd want to bury her in a pit and burn her with fucking cigarette butts. Hamburg's wife is sexy. And there's different interpretations of what the word sexy means. Like some of you guys are going to be like, oh, Jay, she's not that pretty. Oh, Jay, she's not beautiful. Not so fast, my friends. Sandra Hamburg is got the look of the woman that you want to be with. She's fucking cool as fuck. She's got that slutty look. She's got that nice body. She's got cute feet. I mean, look at the other misfit women. Taco Queen's got a mouth. So that excludes her from the consideration. Livia is a piece of shit human being. That excludes her from the sit. But she's a slob. Jay's standards are pretty low. Who's a slob? She has irritable bowel syndrome. Who are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about my Sandra? Is it true Andrew was married to a Haitian? I don't think Andrew was ever married. I think I need to make friends with Hamburg. I didn't realize how much I wanted to fuck his wife. Hamburg, are you still on there? You want to make friends? Hamburg. Hamburg, I'm willing to make friends with you right now. But you have to do two things. You have to disavow any association with Adam McCloud. I'm looking to throw out an olive branch right now to my main man, Hamburg. But he has to take my side against Adam McCloud. And he has to offer me a weekend of ecstasy in a hotel room with his wife. That's how we roll. Actually, he doesn't have to put up his wife. If Hamburg would make a statement saying Adam McCloud is wrong, Adam McCloud is not a good fighter, Jay would beat the fuck out of Adam McCloud. Adam is a cripple and has bad genetics. He needs to go back to Costa Rica where his father was from. MD, if Hamburg is a chameleon, Jay is a porcupine. Jay is Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm a porcupine. Shower Sandra with hurricane. Oh, Sandra. I'm gonna prove to you guys one way or another that I am the Father, the root of all evil. Fuck. Did Hamburg go? Two, four. No, my mom didn't kick me out. Oh. Adam is a cripple and has bad genetics. Why is that funny? Little Nino Gamer, no pedicure. Who are you talking about? I'll tell you, I was a little disappointed with Hamburg's wife. She showed up in America with like green or blue toes. When Hamburg shows up next time in America, his wife needs to have hot pink toes. And he needs to present her to me and say, "Yay, masters, do anything you want to her. She is your property. I am your friend, Hamburg." Then we can move on. Big J, any truth to trucker-wide protests starting the 29th after Thanksgiving? Dude, that's all talking points because freight really slows down after Black Friday. Most truckers park their trucks for Thanksgiving weekend anyway. So it's all nonsense. Don't read into it. I'm going to the bar. You know what's funny? I want to say this. A lot of you guys have been telling me, "Jay, get a life." Okay. Look, I'm a trucker. I have no bills. I don't pay rent. I don't own a car. And when you guys say get a life, you've been brainwashed because what you're thinking is, see, they want you to feel guilty if you're not helping out a single mom, or even if it's not a single mom, even if they're your kids. See, if I had a house that I was losing my ass on and a car that I was paying on every month and paying insurance on that some slut was cheating on me with, you guys would love it. Like, and the fact that I'm smarter than that and that I'm living off the grid makes some of you guys insane, which is stupid. See, the media has trained you to live like Brad, where you just take what they give you. See, take a look at a guy like Brad. Brad just goes along with the system. I'm going to take what they give me. You know, he does a marriage, has 2 kids, gets a divorce, gets a child support payment fucking adjudicated against him. Thinks he's going to be a wild swinger, bachelor, winds up knocking up a fucking, fellow employee. She burns him real bad. Kids, then he fucking takes on a single mom who's already got a kid from a previous relationship. And you guys think this is good. Like, you guys think Brad is the man. You guys need to wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. I can do the math for you, but if you don't change your paradigm, it's not going to change you. Like, stop thinking that like having a family or buying a house makes you a man. I'm gonna. It would take me about 6 months to be farther ahead in life than Brad. I know you guys think like, well, how could you do that, Jay? Well, because I'm not paying child support and I don't have a fucking unemployed bartender, you know, with a bastard child living with me. Any questions? Life is not fair or fun. But when you guys are so indoctrinated by politics, like, oh, he's doing the right thing, he's got a family. You know what family means? Family means men suffer. Kids don't suffer. Women don't suffer. Men suffer. So fuck you guys that don't like me for talking the truth. Why can't you afford to rent a car? I do rent cars. Look, you guys need, you guys, any of you guys ever taken fucking any kind of fucking class in school about accounting? It makes more sense to use Uber or Lyft or maybe even rent a car than it does to own one. I mean, come on, guys. Just because some guy is living the American dream, who said that's the American dream? Brad's living the American dream right now. Brad is living the American dream. He's got a hot piece of pussy out there. You know, he's raising some other guy's kid, and you know, he's got a union job, and he's got insurance, and this and that. Well, that's what they want you to think. Are you guys puppets? You guys are puppets. I'm not paying for anybody else to survive in this world. I'm not paying for anybody else in this world. Nada. Brad is sending payments to his first wife. He's sending payments to the father of his third child. And he's supporting this new one who has her own child. Dude, Brad probably makes a little bit more than me, but when you compare it, I make so much more than Brad. Think about it. Think about what Brad is coming in compared to what I got coming in to what Brad has coming out and what I got coming out. And if you guys think Brad is the way to go, that's fine. Go do that. I, you go do it. Leo Nero Productions. Easy to bang, hard for relationships. Unfortunate to me single moms. That doesn't make sense. Do you guys ever see Jay Masters stressed? Like, oh, Jay. Uh, Jay Masters here. Not sure where I'm coming up with the money for my girlfriend's car payment. I don't have a care in the fucking world. And you guys tell me to get a life. I'm trying to teach you guys something. What you don't want to be is Brad, a two-time loser that takes on a fucking single mom with a kid with a government job. I mean, come on. I mean, Brad probably makes a little bit more money than me. I give him that. But he can't be making a ton more. And he's willing to make all these stupid mistakes. He's an absolute clown. I mean, I treat life differently. Hey, Jay, would you beat Jason Blaha in a fight? I have no idea. Jason Blaha could be a badass. Dude, nobody knows. Oh, here's a great. Brad also works harder for his money. You sit and relax. You win again. Well, I wouldn't say that's a win. I'm just fatter and lazier. Is that fair? Angel 60 says, Angel Go, your life is better? Oh, fuck. My life is 1 million times better than Brad's. Dude, Brad spends well over $1,000 a month for kids that don't even live under his own roof. Come on, man. Plus, he's got the Taco Queen and that nice young man, her son, living under his roof. Dude, I live so much better than Brad. It's not even close. Like, I can get $80 blowjobs every weekend and still spend less money than Brad.